things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Figueroa. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Handoff to the lone back. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Love. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Trying to get the edge on the right. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Working that left side now.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Noles heading quickly to the line. Motion from the back. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gives it on the option. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dome. Referee signals make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run it to the right.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat. A tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds, create that negative play.
Sends it back in motion. They've been running it, but now the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And they'll just down it right there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Off and running. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do you do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the...
There he goes! And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Maryland. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. He'll take it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
It'll be third and long. The handoff to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house.
Return goes out of bounds.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Across the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The lone back's got it, fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Seminoles in the hurry up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got the quick pass. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in stride inside the 50. 12-yard line. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Hicks. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Holding finds his man on the left. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little...
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they're going to get lit up just like that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Alabama pushing the tempo. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Slater. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
The kick is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Snagged out of the air. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gets rid of it. He's got his man, and they're able to get him on the ground.
He's just got a knack. I mean, he just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. Might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got it behind the line. It's locked. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's two reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grab behind the line. It's Figueroa. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Tight end now in motion. He might want another play. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Touchdown, Bama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And they're not on the same page there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it on the right. Running free. Touchdown tie. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going right to work up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
To the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Making side adjustments here. They'll give it to Johnson. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this is easily the most important play call of the game now. 4th down, you're out of field goal range. You have to come up with a completion here to give yourself an opportunity to win this game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They're working that left side. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Pick off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.